And you need to understand that every algorithm wants to make money for them, right? They don't care about incrementality. They don't care about stealing your sales. They don't care about sneaking an ad in right before people buy. Really, they love that stuff because you pay for it, right? That's the reality. So Meta's not incremental unless you make it incremental. You gotta focus on incremental efforts and marketing things to really make it worth your time. Example for you guys understanding on our site, Dabba catalog ads. A typical thing, catalog ads is how everybody uses it, is the least incremental thing that you can ever do for any company. Really truth. So we saw really good performance in Meta, we're amazing it, and then we started understanding it, we did tests on it, and the incrementality of those Dabba ads was only a tenth of the true value. So how do you use incrementality? The honest truth is, if you're running a 30, 40, 50 million company, you don't have time for that. You just need to use your farmer's brain, common sense, right? You can go in MMM models and everything else, but if you start understanding and go for marketing principles on what is really incremental, it's much, much easier. The first thing you can do is just focus on benefit-driven advertising. Focus on problem solution ads. Advertising that makes people aware, that actually incentivize people to do an action, right? You don't want to go for advertising at discount ads, because that's people already are in the market. And of course, there's a reality. I have people coming to me with, yeah, Alex, but I'm selling lawnmowers and people are in the market for lawnmowers. Yes. Yes. 20% of advertising you can do can be on-demand capture, can do these discount ads, product ads, to convince people to buy for you. But 80% of growing exists of demand generation. It's making people aware of what you're doing. So don't trust the platform ROAS. All right, let's go into the algorithm tricking a little bit. So how do you make Meta more incremental? It's very easy. You actually start focusing on the things that matter. You put your marketing efforts first. You focus on benefit advertising. Even though that you see your ROAS coming higher from your product ads, focus on the advertising you see as benefits, problem solution, right? How do you validate that? You validate that by doing tests. Are these ads actually increasing my word of mouth? Am I seeing a lot of ad recall from these ads? Are people remembering these ads I'm pushing out on? And the higher those ad recall is, the higher incrementality is. The higher you will see effect of your marketing. And if you combine it again with your CBO campaigns, you will get an exponential increase. So that was the philosophies on advertising algorithm on Meta. Let's dive into my process. And the process I also in place is quite easy. Meta is a hungry content machine. It just loves advertising. So every time you grow your revenue by 10%, you will need 10% more ads. You find a winning angle, amaze, 10% more growth, and it goes again, 10% more ads. Today, we launch about 5,000 ads every month. Unique ads every month, right? We started also with 100 ads or 20 ads once upon a time. Second element, Meta advertising is not exponential, it's linear. When we say that is that, as mentioned in the beginning, guys, it's really important you focus on experimenting, always doing these things. And you find out after a couple of months that there's some winner ads. Something we say ourselves is this slide, new ads versus old ads. On the left side, you see here how we optimize advertising. We're focusing on making sure that our ads are optimized and making better, and we're doing that. And by doing that, we actually saw a decrease in revenue. We put the same resources and efforts in the opposites, in how can we just focus on new experiments. And we saw the revenue completely increase. And that's really what we're focused on, always new things.